people can just tell you what they can speak to at you, but I was like, I'm gonna talk to y'all, see what you really want to do. Like this can make a change. And I put salaries on the back because that was my what encouraged me to keep going to school. When I saw that salary for the different, I was like, all right, let me go and lock in and go and get these A's and B's real quick. And that's what the kids they didn't care about. Nothing I said until they saw the salary and was like, I can make that much money. I said, yeah. Them kids is locked in then. Fill my stuff out.
Welcome back to another episode of Them Tech Folks. In this episode, we're going to be having a conversation with a UX UI designer about how he got into tech and some of the things that he ran into. He had a pretty good support system at the start, and that was a good thing to hear. So, if you're interested in doing UX UI or anything within the web space, definitely tune in. Let us know what you think about the episode. Reach out to Pat. We'll have his information in the show notes so you can connect to him on social media. He's pretty much on it pretty regularly, I think. So, yeah, tap in. And you can find us on demtechfolks.com. That's DEM Tech Folks, TECH FOLKS.com, where you can find all of our social media handles and such. So, definitely reach out, stay connected, and share, share, subscribe. And don't forget to let us know how you feel about this episode 30. All right, y'all. Enjoy the episode.
Um, so welcome back to the show, everybody. Them Tech Folks, me, Reggie, Ebony. How y'all feeling? I'm feeling good. How y'all feeling?
I'm good. Just came off a little long weekend.
Long
I,
weekend.
I feel spry.
Spry. That's a word.
I'm
I mean,
digging deep. I'm digging deep in the
springtime
dictionary.
anymore.
Yeah, done with the tomfoolery of the summertime.
Spry and tomfoolery. Well, you in rare form today.
I like this attitude. I like this
You know what I'm
attitude.
saying?
You turn it up a notch. Why you putting on your Sunday best? Um, so we're gonna be interviewing my guy Patrick Wheatley. Patrick, how you feeling today, bro? And do you prefer Patrick or Pat?
Oh, either one, man. I've been called both my whole life, so either one.
Running, I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs.
Hey everybody, I'm Patrick Wheatley from Louisiana. I'm a software UI developer. I've been in IT close to like 13, 14, since like 2010. I live back between Dallas and Louisiana. I lived in Dallas on two different occasions, once for 2 years and another time for 4 years. And now I'm back in Louisiana now. Work remote, still doing the same thing. Worked for government agencies, worked with the military with doing software, worked private for different banks and different private IT companies as well. And
Okay.
went to school at LSUS. I guess like a subsidiary of the big LSU, the Tigers.
The Tigers.
The
Okay.
LSU Tigers.
Yes,
Yeah.
I saw that, man. I was kind of like, LinkedIn stalking. I don't know if that's the thing or not.
Yeah.
But I was checking out some of your accolades. You got an impressive background. But
Appreciate it.
how did you get into tech? Like you say you got started around 2010 ish, right?
hmm
Um, when was your first run in with tech? Like when you were a kid and just something kind of stuck out for you, or did you observe some stuff? Like what happened?
I had some cousins that was starting in tech. They was in college, and some of them lived with us. So when I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I saw them doing it, and when they were coming back home, they'd give me some of their books and stuff like that. And I always been good at math, so I was telling my parents, I was like, I don't know what I want to go to school for. I was like, definitely not medical, because I ain't trying to be a doctor and try to go to school for 15, 20 years. I didn't want to be a nurse. And then they just told me, they was like, look, you like math, I had to do engineering, math. And they was like, you like video games, dude? Go into tech. And then I saw a few magazines saying create video games. So my cousins gave my parents like a few curriculums. They didn't have like a video game degree, but they had like two or three classes or something. So they took me to those different schools, and that's like my probably my first introduction into it.
You say it took you to their classes?
Well, not class. I meant they took me to the school, and they read the
Ah,
curriculum.
okay,
You can meet like a few advisors like in the summertime or something. They'll tell you
that's
about your
dope,
classes,
bro.
that kind of thing. So my parents went to different schools and let me walk around and talk to people.
Damn. What your parents do?
My dad was a truck driver, and my mom, she was a state worker for the hospital. So they didn't know anything. They was like, look, talk to everybody, ask them
Yeah.
any questions. We'll get you there, but we don't know who you need to talk to. So most of my cousins filled out my stuff for me.
I mean, they ain't know, enough. They ain't know that, but it seems like they know enough to put you around some people though that could get you, more
Oh,
fidelity as to like what, yeah, your options were.
oh,
That's what's up.
100%. I always thank my cousins because one cousin did my FAFSA. My other cousin filled out all my school requests. She was like, "I'm getting you into school somewhere." I had another cousin writing my essays for scholarship. So they was working on me. My cousins was doing all the stuff. They was doing all the legwork.
Let
Love
me
it.
ask a personal question.
Hmm.
Were they men or women?
Um, the ones who gave me the books was the men. The women did the FAFSAs and
Yeah.
everything. Though the paperwork,
Oh,
women
okay. No,
did.
asked and answered, sir. Thank you. Asked and answered.
Right.
Uh, P. Just so you know, I
Wow.
didn't say this ahead of time. You
Wow.
don't have to answer any of these questions if they make you uncomfortable.
I just want to note though. I just want to note that the men in his life provided him with resources that inspired him, but it was the women in his life that
Amen.
built that foundation for him to grow. Okay.
Hey,
Mhm.
Lord,
our mentality is teach a man to fish.
that girl preaching, boy.
I'm just saying, teach
I
a man to
like that.
fish.
Oh,
Woman
oh.
empowerment. I'm all about it, man. I love it.
Yeah.
So, Patrick, what was your very first class like? Were you overwhelmed or did you feel like you were well prepared based on the materials that they gave you already?
Man, I was a country bumpkin, man. I didn't do my research. I didn't know that college. This is like I graduated in '07. I didn't know everything was technical at this time. So my parents took me to like the dollar store, Walmart. I had a backpack, 20 binders, compositions, journals, 300 pencils. Everybody looking at me like, "Why I got this big backpack on?" I get in there, everybody got laptops. I'm asking the teacher like, "Yo, like, I got my journal, my little notebook thing with my name. So do I put my all my homework here?" She said, "No, it's on Blackboard or Moodle." And I'm like, "What is Blackboard?" Like, I fell asleep in orientation, so I was so lost. Everybody was looking at me like, "Dude, did you know anything? Like, why you got them big ass books?" Like, I'm even sorry for cuz I don't know if I
So let me, so let me tell y'all something, man. Let me tell y'all something, man. So I know where Rico's from, but
can.
my family's from Lake City, Florida. You country dog,
Oh yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah,
coming off you, bro.
yeah. Yeah.
Man, look,
I'm from Shreveport,
I'm from
Louisiana,
the
man.
country
It's
too,
very
bro.
small,
Yeah,
and it was just like,
yeah. We had
Yeah,
a
I'm from
we had a
Southwest
family reunion.
Georgia, so
The nicest hotel, the nicest hotel for we have we're supposed to be having a family reunion. The nicest hotel was the Holiday Inn Express. There was like everybody
man.
staying at the Holiday Inn Express. I'm like, man, they ain't got like a Marriott around there somewhere. Nope.
exactly.
Got to
We
go all the way to Gainesville.
still don't have a Holiday Inn Express where I came up. But I mean, yeah, yeah, yeah. So you went to school for you do a CIS
Yeah, I went to school for
degree?
CIS, so I went to university, and then I also went to the community college at the same time because the class is half off. So I try to do like four
Smart.
and two.
That's a whole brick, not even just a bar. That's a
He
brick,
said
man.
they
That's
half
big.
off. I
Yeah,
got a
what?
coupon for this class. I'm taking this one.
That's
Man,
what I
bro, we
figured
can
out.
shut this thing down right now. That's all the people needed right there. That gym right there. Shh. Oh my god, that's phenomenal, bro. And who put you onto that?
I
One of the women.
I, I don't know. I think it was I needed a class that summer, and I was looking at the prices, and it might have, I don't know which cousin, but they was like, "Hey man, just do the summer classes." No, the kids told me to go to the community college because it was cheap. I mean, it was easier because the university gonna be crazy with the homework. So it was like summer class, take it to community college, super easy. And I was like, these prices is cheaper. I'm gonna start taking two at the community, one or two at the community, and take at least take my four so I can still stay a full time student. So that's what I started doing.
Genius, genius. Um, and when you came out of school, like were you doing anything to try to like prepare yourself for your exit from school and going into the workforce, or were you just like, hey, I figure out when I get there type shit?
Yeah, I did an internship, man. My sophomore year was partnering with my school. It was a nightmare, man. I did not know how to code. It was for a non-profit cancer society. So I was like, oh, dope. Um, it was like a family-owned business, and they hired like they brother-in-law to be like the main programmer. They fell out with each other and gave the students this job. And I was like, yo, should we change the passwords? Y'all fell out with him? No, 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 he would never do that. He wiped the whole app. I woke up the next morning. My homeboy that was in the class with me was like, "Yo, man, like, go like check out your voice message, like your voicemail." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Bro, I got three voicemails saying I should have never gave this job to kids. Y'all ruined the app." He was like, "So I went to it. Yeah, he left me like lengthy messages and stuff. We had to go to the school, and
Wow,
luckily my homeboy made a copy before we went. We left the office that day, and man, it was some ghetto rigged up website, man. It was like you could tell 20 different like programmers wrote it. It was so bad.
that's crazy.
So when you were telling them that they needed to change this password and stuff, was that a common sense, or was that something that you had already learned while you were in school?
I think it was like a common sense thing because the day that we showed up, it was like they was yelling in the back. So I was like, yo, he left. He didn't sound happy, bro. Like we should change these passwords because he came back in and said a few more words, and I'm like, yeah, like like he was about to come to blows. I'm like, yo, this ain't no, this not good, bro.
Insider threat.
That's that's
It was
crazy.
Indeed.
You, I tell everybody all the time. I say, your entire background in cyber is based on common sense. Like, what would you do to protect you? That's probably what you need to be doing to protect that network.
oh, 100%.
Insider threat.
Say, say he look pretty mad.
Oh, he he
Yeah,
he
you
was
think?
he came back in twice. I'm like, yo, like this is a weird situation, man. Like this is like the third day. He was tripping, bro.
And they put it on you?
Yeah, because they thought one of me or the other guy that was in my class wiped the whole app. It was blank. It was just like it was saying like congratulations, you have a domain ready to drop your website. I'm like, he wiped everything.
No backups.
We backed it up. They didn't back up anything. We backed it up. Luckily,
Oh wow, that's what's up.
So, Patrick, you're a UI developer right now.
hmm UI UX.
So what sort of creative influences do you have to include when you're doing a UI UX? I mean, obviously there needs to be some form of like common sense because I guess that's like a interface for any application, like the front end.
Exactly. Yeah. Like I think my biggest influence is when I took a few trainings before. We always want to make it as quick and easy for the user as it can be. Some of the frameworks I use is like Angular, which is made by Google. So I use Angular and I use like Bootstrap, which already does everything professionally. So I make everything big and as close as possible. So if you jump on this app, you already know what you're clicking on. Because the first thing when I build something, I've seen users like, I don't know what to do. Like I see four buttons, I'm lost. No, it's gonna be one big button, one big surface. You can click on it and it's gonna take you piece by piece. By the time you're done, you're not confused. You know where to go. and I make everything like relatively like what you used to seeing on other apps mostly.
Okay.
Did you intend on getting into like software? Because I know you did went to school for CIS, right?
Mm-hmm.
You did that whole thing. Actually, you did it between two different schools, which is very impressive. Um, but I also noticed that you were saying how when you got your first internship or that work that you were doing, that you didn't know coding.
I didn't.
Did I hear that wrong or?
No, it was right.
And
I
now
didn't,
you're a
man.
coder.
Yeah, I was not a coder yet, man. I did not know what I was doing at first when I first started. I was so lost.
So what? So what was your intentions when you were going through your degree program? Were you just kind of like, yeah, I know I want to do something with tech, or were you already angling towards a different direction, databases or something like that, and you was like, oh well, this
My
role's open, and oh, I kind of like this more now. Like,
Yeah, that's what happened. My full intention was to be in software, but I was gonna do back end and I was gonna specialize in databases. I was gonna do data modeling and big data. I was trying to get into that because that was like the big thing between like 2010, 2011. Um, but when I got hired by IBM, first 2 or 3 months I was doing data stuff, but it wasn't nothing cool. It was like add an extra table field or we was grabbing finances from I was on the financial team. So if it said like we got the company that we that's purchasing it from us now add like an extra field to say city so we can see what city it's in. That's the only small work I was doing. And
oh wow,
we had a UI UX team and they went short on funding so they had to cut them. And they told me they was like, hey, you a UI UX guy now. And I was like, I never did it. He was like, well, you got 3 weeks. I'm seeing to three JavaScript conferences and we're gonna take you to training. If you don't want to do it, you can leave with the group. I was like, hey, when I'm signing up.
say you can leave with the group. Dang, they had that old school Doge, man.
Man, I went
It's
and
like get down on land.
get down late. That
So
Monday,
you
I was
can
at that
leave with the
conference.
group. That was diabolical. And you've been coding ever since. So you say
Mm,
you wanted to do back end. I
yeah,
get you ended up doing front end, right? With or was that just like full stack? Did you just get
it,
thrown
it
into full stack?
it was like thrown in the fire. They did let me do back end. It was like for like maybe 3 months, but that was it. Like they let
Okay.
me do like one database was DB2, which is owned by IBM. They let me do a little bit of Oracle and then a little bit of MySQL, and they was like, "Look, we just gonna put you where you need to fit at." And then I became IBM's dedicated UX UI guy. So whichever project needed a UX UI guy,
Really?
that's yeah. They just switched me to different projects. So this project, I worked with AT&T for a while. And that's what I was telling people. I did. We did their phone service. So we did AT&T and IBM Watson, which is the thing that did Jeopardy. One time the AI. I came the year
Very, very,
afterwards,
very famous. Very famous.
and I
It
was
was a
on the
very famous.
IBM.
Yeah.
hmm, I was on the IBM Watson team in 2014. I did all the UI UX stuff. Like when they did all of the data stuff, all the data prompts for the Watson AI, and then I created the forms where you could fill it out. I did the text to speech code, all the tables, and then we did it for phone services. So when you call in and you have to talk to like a teleprompter, we did all that stuff with IBM Watson.
Nice, nice.
So the
So
first automated, the first non-human response to like help desk tickets and stuff like that.
Yes, that's what we was doing with that. Yeah, and that was in
That's dope.
2014.
That's dope. That's dope.
that's very dope.
Yeah,
So, like, would you consider that to be like the coolest thing you've done to this point, or you got like more cool shit?
I think so because I actually joined the Watson competition, and we didn't even get placed, man. This team, that the team that did the you seen the
Hey,
commercial?
you showed up though.
Yeah, I showed up, but that commercial where they say like IBM Watson do the check for your health and can predict what kind of illnesses you have. When they showed that presentation, we was like, yeah, we might as well just go on, walk on out. They got that one.
Yeah, we. All right, y'all. Give me a couple of them sodas. I'm way out.
Exactly.
Did you pull a Denzel Washington?
Come on, I'm
How your
leaving
boy
with
Denzel
something.
said in the movie? I'm from around the way. I'm leaving with something.
You
You know,
ain't lying,
you know
man.
the
You come out
dopest
here for
thing though.
nothing.
When when they did like presentations and demos, when we brought clients in, they brought professional chefs, bottles of liquor, and the liquor you don't open, they would just give it to you. Just say, "Hey, just take it." So I had all this premium chef liquor because they were just giving it away when the presentations would be over.
Flexing.
Oh man, I was like,
That's,
"Hey,
so what was aside from when the brother-in-law, whoever that dude was, like scrapped the whole website? What other like situations were you in that made you like 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 a sneaker commercial? You remember the old sneakers commercial? Where you like
oh, the
sometimes you just
hungry
want to get
while
away.
wait."
Yeah, yeah.
Oh man, I'd be embarrassed about this one time, man. Man, I had a ratchet manager, bro. I chased him in the parking lot one time, bro.
What? Why?
Man, it was man, it was a
Hey,
Literally
hey,
parked in the
Rico, make
parking
sure
lot.
you edit that part out,
Literally.
bro.
yeah,
Literally
it was a
caught him in the
Yeah,
parking lot.
I'll
Like
do
this
that.
is wreck. This is
it
wild.
was a it was a bad situation. It was a rough one. It was like maybe like right after IBM laid us off. I had it was just like a whole bunch of rough stuff going on. Like lost some family members, and like that Christmas, I had lost my brother, and then February I had got this job. So he had me as the beneficiary, and I told you know it was the job was weird at the beginning. This recruiting agency hired me, go there. I interviewed for it. They was like, "Yeah, we'll let you know." I'm going to the car. This guy comes out like, "Hey, can I talk to you for a minute?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Hey, they want you. You know, you got all the experience, but I want you not to take the job." And I'm like, I ain't worked in 2 months, but I'm gonna give him this most generic answer ever. I'm like, no, this sounds like a dynamic company. I can learn from you guys. So I think this is the best situation for both of us. He gives me a look like, no, just don't take the job. I'm like, no. I get to work that 2 weeks from from that time. I get there. Everybody got badges, laptops. You know, when you first start the job, you get all the stuff. I get there. People say, "Who am I? What am I doing?" Like, did somebody tell me to come that day? They didn't have my record. The dude didn't fill my stuff out. He didn't have no. I didn't have no email, no badge. I had to like catch this golf cart thing from the security, go to the security across the street, refill out all my stuff on my own, call the recruiting agency. They had to come up there, and then he told them, since I got my badge, that's a marking for being late. I'm like, you didn't do my stuff. So he just started doing weird stuff like that, and I had a phone call. I said, "Hey, this is the beneficiary people. My brother passed," and he knew it. He was like, "All right, cool." I come back from lunch. I get a call. He's knocking on my window. I said, "Hey, I gotta make this call." He was like, he did it again. He knocked on the window again. I was like, he was like, "Well, it's not my fault your brother died," and started laughing. I called the beneficiary people back and say, "I gotta make a phone. I gotta hang up this call real quick." I hang up. Soon as I opened the door, that dude darted. I guess he saw my face or something. He just ran and called the recruiting agency on me and was like, and called security and had security at the front door. But people at the office said they had saw him following me at lunch every day, taking pictures or something. It was some weird stuff they said he was doing. So I just told him, I said, I don't.
What?
This job is too much, bro. Like I just left.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go with a no on that one. Good
Yeah,
job
big
for
no.
getting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
good
just
job for
left.
you getting. That
Shit,
sounds
boy.
not great. That
I guess
sounds not
I'm.
Oh
Like a
great.
man,
I
lawsuit,
guess.
man.
I
All
guess
right.
I'm just
yeah.
a. Yeah. I guess I'm just an a hole. I would have been like, you ain't leave. I ain't leaving this job. Y'all ain't finna force me off my spot.
He,
Hey.
when I told him I was leaving, they paid me for the rest. I only had like
Oh,
maybe
well, then you good.
yeah.
If they
I had
paid you,
like
then you
three.
good.
I had three paychecks left. They just paid me the last three paychecks because I was like, yeah, I'm about to sue or something. This dude's been like follow me around and stuff. Like it was just weird stuff that I found out at the end that he was doing. Oh, he called me ghetto a few times.
I wouldn't. I'm not going. I'm not going to try to make this into a thing. But was it a? You think it was a race thing? I mean,
He was a black dude.
oh, sometimes. Well, never mind. I
It
ain't
was
gonna say
definitely a
it.
race thing in that case.
I ain't gonna say it. But you know what I was gonna say. You know what I was gonna say. But yeah. All right. Well, interesting.
No,
But
that was
yeah,
probably
I
the
mean,
weirdest work situation.
situations that make us though. I mean, I'm sure you got something from that though. I mean, it sounds crazy, right?
Mm,
But I'm at a point right now in my life where I feel like every situation you can grow from, you can learn something from. Whether that be learning more patience or just learning that some people just don't have it all together. I mean, what kind of person says some shit
mm-hmm.
like I don't know? You did better than I would have did. I would have opened the glove. All right. So so um we do a lot of talk, right? So for anybody that doesn't know by now, which you should know by now because I haven't mentioned it. I know Pat through Clubhouse, a
Mm,
social media app, right? Um, and we do a lot of he hosts regular rooms about various different topics. We pop around to like different technical rooms and hold discussions in those spaces. One of the things that we talked about most recently was, people trying to get into the space, giving people some advisement on what they can do, what they can look forward to, and just giving them the real that's like is not as easy as some of the influencers make it seem.
mm.
What are your views with respect to that type of discussion?
It's rough when you look at like social media and you see these guys. They're like, yeah, you can be a programmer and in 2 years you can be making 500,000. Not everybody believes it, and it's just like some of the craziest stories you hear. And you got all these people doing boot camps, and I feel like it gets saturated because they don't know what they get into. They just think, oh, I'm working remote, and they just see the money, and then when they get into it, that's why I think these jobs have these crazier interview processes now. 7 rounds, 3 assessment tests, and stuff like that. I feel like that changes the dynamic of our hiring process plus our work backgrounds.
You think that makes it like better or worse?
I think it makes it worse because, like, man, it burns you out when they change the hiring processes now just because they're trying to weed out the people who probably see this on Instagram and then or any social medias or any guys on YouTube that just be like, yeah, you can make 500,000. I feel like they put more layers on all these hiring processes or even the jobs as well. So I think it kind of makes it a little bit worse for us.
Yeah, and I agree. I think it definitely makes it worse on both ends, right? For the candidate and for the organization, right?
Hmm.
Because the candidate, you got to go through, 5, 7 rounds, whatever it is. That's a lot, right? And some of this stuff, it's like you almost doing work. Some of it, you're not even getting paid for it. Organizational wise, especially if a few of these rounds consist of panels, right? That's however many individuals are seating at that panel, you know,
Hmm.
times their hourly rate, times the number of candidates they got to go through. Like, that's money that they're spending that they're not getting a product from, right? They're
Hmm.
hoping
But
that they can get an employee from it. Well, Ebony?
well, the real problem behind these layers and layers of interviews is that the company itself doesn't exactly know what it needs, and so it needs to try to filter out a lot of information fairly quickly, and it usually has to go through different people because nobody knows all of it, and so like at this point, and I was complaining about this to somebody else the other day, and employers are like, oh yeah, show up. Like, yeah, of course we're willing to train you. That's no problem. Like, come on in. We just want to see what you know. There's no boundaries to this question. You can ask all the details that you need. Just go ahead and figure it out. That's because they don't have any idea what they want.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I noticed in one of my interview processes with the company I worked for in the past. I mean, the guy just got a list of questions and a list of responses. So the problem with that is that it's more than just answering the question. You can approach it from different ways. It doesn't have to be like the straight up like red and black is green. It could be a different approach. It could be a different. I mean, you know what I'm saying. It's not just like a binary answer. Yes, no. It could be a different way. Like you can do, especially from a technical perspective, you can do one thing like 5 or 6 different ways and get the same results. Plus the thing that I look for in an interview is how the person thinks about the stuff, right? Like the thought process. But if you don't really know the technology or know how to ask the question, all you hearing is, well, he didn't get the answer right. Well, he might be brilliant and think about it from a certain way. So yeah, I think companies that do that process are missing out on some really good talent.
I, I
Yeah,
didn't.
that's actually exactly why I asked that question, Patrick. When I was like, "Oh, did you just think to change this password, or was that some training that you had?" Because a lot of it's just common sense. Like, how are you approaching it?
That's 100% true. Because I was gonna piggyback over Reggie and Ebony. I've did an interview before where I got the answer wrong, but he said that he was actually testing me on thought process, and then got me to the next round because even though I got it wrong, he was like the way you thought about it, like he could tell that I knew what I was talking about. And Ebony, when you was talking about the interview where like they don't know what they want, one of the teams I was on, I was doing a lot of the interviews. I was doing the first round, and when I was reading out the requirements, I'm like, why do we don't even do this stuff? Like, why is this on the job requirement? We don't even use this software. We barely can spend money to get a new laptops, and you got all these different softwares. It's $3,000 a no, like erase that off. It's gonna run
They be
everybody
like
out.
totally conflicting requirements.
It's gonna get better because they're gonna start using ChatGPT to make these recs, so it'll get better.
They already
Right.
do. I don't know what you're talking about.
So
All the copy pasted.
so I don't know if you guys know this or not, but there is a company that started with a VC. You guys should watch. It's called Moonshotters. I think is the name of the podcast. Anyway, this guy interviews like dope ass people all the time on this podcast. But there's a company he did a VC development in where they actually developing AI to do the interviews.
Mhm.
So you don't even
That's
have to
crazy.
talk to a person. So that yeah, so like and the company's raised like $100 million or something. Like I can't remember the number, but they've raised like $100 million, and all these Fortune 5 companies are like, you know, bringing this company on to do that, start doing their interviewing process. They just have to train the model and everything like that. So it's I don't know how much better that's gonna be, or how good or how bad
Yo,
it's
they
gonna
gonna
be.
save so much money though. They're gonna save so much money.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll reinvest
Right.
that into like development programs for their employees.
Oh, 100%. Because
I'm not
I see
gonna
what you
say
mean.
something, but there's a company that I know that may or may not already be doing that. You're on mute, Rico. I think
Yeah,
you're trying to
I
talk
was saying
over.
it's gonna be another subscription.
yeah, yeah.
Not for the companies, yeah. For the companies,
Yeah.
for sure, for sure.
Another
Yeah,
subscription.
yeah.
But yeah, that's dope, bro. That's dope. You pick up many mentees on the app,
um, yeah. It's a
or
few.
or even like in your current like work on your team or anything.
I do mentor a lot. What I was doing, I was getting a lot of because when I was in college, a lot I was getting turned on a lot. 2010, there was a lot of I think well, it was different. There was not a lot of women in there. It wasn't very diverse, and I got turned on a lot. So a lot of times I mentor
You
when we
said
do
wasn't a lot of women in there.
women in tech, women or men,
Okay,
black people back in like 2010, 2011. So now
you
when
got
I
intake for the women.
what's that?
You got intake for the women.
Man, it's man. I try to like when we do internships, I mentor a lot of the black kids that do get the internships for the summer. So like I'll try to
Yeah.
take on like two or three because we don't give them that much work. We give them like little light stuff, but um, at least they give them a chance. They give them better than what I had when I was going to school. So and then on the app, man, I mock interviewed a lot of people that was like graduating from college that they end up getting their jobs down the line when I first got on Clubhouse. So yeah, off the app and on the app, I try to talk to a lot of people I can.
What are your next steps? Like, are you already like shooting off to like your next milestone or anything like that, or
I think I'm
are
gonna
you just
go.
kind of comfortable where you are?
I think I'm gonna go the business route next. I'm trying to look into that now. Me being in UI UX front end, I work with the clients more closely than the other developers do. So a lot of times, I do a lot of stuff with the BAs and business touch points. So the next route is try to go the business route.
And by business route, you mean like just learning more about the you know the business and how that correlates to what you guys are doing or what the company
E-
does across the
Exactly. Like,
board from a
yeah,
technical
try to
perspective.
go like director route. If I had to be a BA for a little bit, or Scrum Master just to get like every touch of. Cause I've been a manager for like the last 6 to 8 years, so try to go more into yeah, exactly. Um, I wouldn't mind trying to be like a technology assistant or director of technology next. Like I work with those guys closely, so maybe the next 2 or 3 years, see how I can transition into something like that next.
You have a mentor it's kind of like ushering you through that process
Nah,
or
not at this
giving you an
moment.
array of options. No, not yet.
No, most of
Okay.
it just been my director now. Like they gave me this like advancement thing, and then the guy that was our director of technology, he transferred over to the government side. So I work with him closely, like on a weekly basis. He was telling me how to try to get those routes. That's about the closest mentor I got.
I got you.
Mm.
I got an echo. Y'all
Oh,
hear
is it
me?
me? Is it me?
One time it sounded like a lion was in the background. It was like, like what is going on right
Hey,
now?
bro.
We had a
Hey,
petting
man, I
zoo
can't
on.
help it, man. I got a strong vibe, bro.
That's what it is.
Man, strong vibe, man. You got kids? I almost call you Duce.
Nah, no kids, man. Nah, no kids.
Nah, don't look like that, Evan. That's his name on Clubhouse.
Yeah,
We have aliases
yeah, because people
because
be
we don't
crazy
want
That's fine.
now.
people
That's
we
fine.
don't want people
Listen.
to know who we are.
Well, now that's just ruined since we've associated this alias with his name here.
I'm gonna edit that out.
He can hit it out.
Yeah, get
Look,
that out.
look. I mean, you. I used to say
Okay.
that, and I usually don't, but I can
Okay.
edit it out if you
Listen.
want me to.
Past performance is not an indicator of future. It's fine. We believe in you, Rico.
Man, I be on this podcast
It's
lying.
all
I'm gonna
good.
edit that
Yeah,
out.
it's fine. We can appreciate that. Yeah, we can appreciate that. No, it's all
So you say you do have kids or not?
No, no kids. No, no kids. No.
No kids? Okay. All right. So shit, that's all your money.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah. Any plans for kids, or you just kind of like
Are you
what
offering?
happens?
Dang, what's happening here?
No, no,
oh,
no,
I
no.
mean,
It's
he said offering it. Oh yeah, like I always be open for some
you know
kids,
what?
but
I'm definitely editing
Hold
that
up.
out.
Hold on. Let me understand what kind of podcast this is. Are we connecting singles? Are we getting the deets for like future? Like
It's
what
not
is
that kind of
uh,
show,
happening
Ebony.
here? What
It's
is
not
going?
that kind of show.
I need to understand. That's all. That's all I'm trying to understand. Let's back it up a little bit. In terms of your
You know what?
good
If you
gracious.
know anybody, do say. If you know anybody, Patrick, we looking for.
All right, let's go
I'm
to my
stop. All
question.
right, yeah,
Let's
yeah.
go to my question. Okay. Patrick, in your current position, what do you think is the most important skill set that you've had to bring to it?
um, I think thought process. I've a lot of my end of the year reviews. They say that like they write that I see issues months before it happens. Like I'm very detailed on like when I be working. I'll write out like hey, we're gonna run to this problem. This has to be changed now. If not, we're gonna like lose 2 or 3 weeks worth of work. That's a lot of money to lose. So just the way I see certain things before it actually happens.
What helped you hone those skills?
I think, man, growing up, my dad always made me do stuff. If you do something once, make sure you do it the right way so you won't have to do it over. Cause I used to cut grass with him. If I miss one thing of grass, I gotta recut the whole yard. If I do my homework and it got a smudge on it, no, throw the paper away, go do another one. Now my mind says like, let me just make sure everything done the whole 9 yards. So I don't have. I think that just thought process just came with me from chores and just that growing up under my parents, just like that. I think that's what got me to that point.
Man, sound like your parent is in the military or something. That's heavy. You missed the blade. Do the whole thing again.
Oh yeah, he.
They just had a whole dirt front yard. It's
Oh,
like, you're
hey,
gonna learn today.
he gonna learn
He was
today.
cutting dirt. He was cutting dirt. Okay.
Take that lawnmower back in the house and get them scissors out.
Exactly.
The cuticle scissors.
He did not play.
For real. What do you do to decompress? I mean, you talked about some pretty exciting events, right?
Mhm.
But when you get your, yeah, that stress level goes up, like how do you pull out, or do you pull out and kind of like give yourself some time?
Oh man, yeah. Like a lot of times I travel, or a lot of times I just get out of the house, man. A lot. I got to, cause man, some of these jobs used to be stressful. Now mine is pretty laid back, pretty chill. But yeah, just get away from computers for a little bit. Um, and I definitely been trying to travel a little bit more now.
Ebony's so
Oh,
immature.
where do you want to go? Where do you want
She's
to
so
travel?
immature.
Uh,
What did I miss?
Patrick, where do you want to travel
Oh, what did
to?
I miss?
She's so immature.
I want to know
She's
what I
like
missed.
she's like a fifth grader.
What happened? What happened?
Patrick, where do you want to travel to?
I missed it too. I missed it.
We
I
want to know, Reggie. What's going on?
Rico, are you going to allow Patrick to answer my question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I got
We'll talk about this later.
some family that was stationed in Japan. He retired, but he's still doing as a civilian. His last 10 years, he's back in Japan. So I said I might just go out there for like 2 weeks or something and hang out. I think that might be like the next trip.
Oh, that'd be nice. You've been to Japan before?
No, I never been. I said I was like that'd be definitely a dope one. I like technology, video games and stuff. Try some new
Mm-hmm.
food. I think it'd be a dope trip.
That sounds like it's going to be an amazing trip. I vote for that one.
Oh, oh yeah,
You say you vote for that one.
I vote for
I've
that
been
one. Yeah.
traveling a lot
What
more
are the other
now, man.
options?
What was that?
Oh, she said she vote for that. I thought it was like other options.
Oh,
I mean, of course, any place he can imagine, he can probably get there.
Yeah,
Mhm.
if you can go to Japan, yeah, yeah, it's wide open. Japan's that's a good one though. That's definitely a good one.
Yeah. I think the last 3 or 4 years I've been trying to travel more and more. I went to Italy last year. No, Italy 2 years ago. I went to London in November, so I was like, yeah, let me hit a few
Hey,
spots.
Patrick, how's
Mhm.
how's the weather out in London?
It wasn't bad when I went there. They said it was gonna be freezing cold, but I went the week before it was like freezing, like ice cold.
Did it have like thunder and lightning?
No, man, it was just like cloudy the whole 10 days. I went to London and France. It was just cloudy. Was that the
I,
was that the
Look,
sound?
what was the
smooth
opening?
transition. Smooth transition.
It was an opening there that I did not expect. But
Be like,
these sound effects are communicating that it's time to learn something. It's time to learn something too. So, Patrick, this is the part of our show where we ask our guests to think of something to teach us in 60 seconds or less. You tell us what you're going to teach us, and then you got 60 seconds to go ahead.
All right. Do I start
All
now?
right. So, yeah, you start right now.
Hold on.
Well, first pick a subject you want to talk about for 60 seconds.
Yeah.
Something you want to teach us in 60 seconds.
All
Start
right.
there.
I
Yeah.
can.
So
I can.
what you're gonna do is, when you find out your topic and you're ready, just announce your topic. I'm gonna be teaching about boom, and I'm gonna start the timer.
All right. So in UX UI, so for mobile, if you ever want to do iOS, you can use something like Flutter or what's the other one? Swift. That's the one that's made by iOS. If y'all ever want to build something with that. Well, with Android, you use Android Studio. You can use Kotlin or Java, and that will build all your drag and drop buttons, which is easy for you if you want to ever make an Android app. And then for JavaScript, they have different things like Angular, React, and JS, which is easy for you. Is already pre-built. It's easy enough for people that's non-developers to build it. So you can use any of those three at any time, and I can also write these names down for you later, and you can have something ready to build in less than 30 minutes. Trying to think what else could I tell y'all. I think that's what I got in a quick 60 seconds for you guys.
Oh, no, that was pretty informative.
It was.
And I like how you put the plug in to give notes later to take up some of the time of your explanation. That was some good thinking right there.
Appreciate that.
You do
Appreciate
a
that.
lot of teaching.
No, I went to my old college because I wanted to be an adjunct teacher, but they said I have to have a master's degree. But when I was with IBM, I used to go talk to minority schools for a while. I went to like maybe six or seven in Dallas, and I would just give out pamphlets to kids and stuff like that. And um, when the other people they just talked to them, I actually like sat down with the kids and just asked what the kids really wanted to do, and just started telling them to go to this part of the pamphlet. Like I was like, people can just tell you what they can speak to at you, but I was like, I'm gonna talk to y'all, see what you really want to do. Like this can make a change. And I put salaries on the back because that was my what encouraged me to keep going to school. When I saw that salary for the different, I was like, all right, let me go lock in and go get these A's and B's real quick. And that's what the kids they didn't care about. Nothing I said until they saw the salary and was like, I can make that much money. I said, yeah. Them kids is locked in then.
100%. 100%. Anything else you want to leave the people with before we close out?
Yeah, man. I always tell people this, man. I just recovered from I had eye disease for like 8 years, and like
Disease?
I had eye disease. It's a genetic one. So a lot of my family members got it. It's called keratoconus. I lost my vision for like 2 years during the surgery time. So I tell people all the time, get your checkups done, man. I got my checkups, but my insurance was just always pushing the surgeries back and stuff like that. So I always just keep mindful of different things. If you see something, never ignore what the doctors tell you. Like keep them checkups going. Now I see 2020, man. I had 4 eye surgeries in a matter of 2 years.
That's dope, man. I mean, that's some good information too, because a lot of times we're on that grind trying to get that, trying to get that paper up, and Steve Jobs said the best. But that wealth don't buy health.
That's right, exactly.
Take care of yourself. You guys got anything you wanna leave the people with? No.
Nah, I mean,
You gotta tell me.
No,
when we stop
thanks so much for
recording.
showing up, Patrick.
yeah, that's I was gonna say the same thing. And make sure when you listen to the interview, when you pull out, you getting it now, Rico?
Right.
You getting it now?
I'm gonna start the recording.